Hello, beautiful space family. Hope this finds you well and flowing with life. Let's dive into an activation here. I'm gonna invite you to find a quiet place and simply be. You can breathe, you can keep your eyes opened. Just be present and receive each word. You can then listen to this activation anywhere, anytime, anyhow you like. But for the first one, I'm going to invite you to just be present and really allow every word to touch your mind, your heart, and your energy. Gently roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, take a deep breath in, and let a ha sound out. And I want to download a little program here and activate what we already know, remember what we already know. And it's specific to boundaries. When our boundaries are clear, our clarity increases. When our boundaries are not clear, our clarity decreases. And really let that settle for a moment. And feel what it feels like when you are clear about your boundaries. Sometimes as we move through life, there's so much going on, right? There's so much momentum, sometimes in all the right directions, sometimes not so much. There's a lot of information. We're inundated with detail, right? Information, media, consumerism, news, many different perspectives all the time, right? And sometimes we're engaging in things because we've been told we're supposed to, and we start to hit walls where we realize, I don't even know if this is true for me. Am I doing this? Even am I feeling this because I've been told to, or because this is really mine? And so as we become clear about the boundaries that we hold and feel for self, we start to activate different energies within ourselves that lead us and align us with our truth, with ourselves feeling what is true for us first, right? And so as you relax and breathe a little deeper here, I want you to know, to remember, to harness the part of you that feels the gravity of what it means to put yourself first, to say yes to you, and to know that it's ultimately training a muscle of trust within yourself, right? When you say yes to something that feels true and aligned with you, your insides respond and go, yes, she's taking care of me, he's taking care of me, they're taking care of me. They're listening to everything that I need, right? Your inner child, your inner wisdom, your inner energy is inside you, looking up at you, at everything that you say and do and be, right? So what a beautiful way to move forward in life, remembering that my insides are looking up at me, literally looking up at me, at everything I do and say and be, and that I can be aware of that. I can be aware moment to moment that, oh my gosh, my insides are looking up at me. Are they seeing something that they would feel good about, feel safe with, feel heard and seen by within, right? So this is the first piece, to move through life knowing that my insides are looking up at me. Here's the second piece. My yes and my no. My full body yes and my no. When I align with a full body yes, it is a yes. When I align with a full body no, or even a half-body yes or a kind of yes, it's a no. If we can be that clear for just some time, just initially as we dive into creating and setting really clear boundaries. If it's not a full body yes, it's a no. It's that clear. If it's not a full body yes, it's a no. Now, yes, as parents, as employees, as people serving out in the world, there may be times where it feels like it's kind of a push and it's not a full body yes. I'm not talking about the day-to-day logistics, although it would be great to get to a point where everything in life is a full body yes. I'm talking about the things that really feel like they need an energetic assessment from you, right? Where you're making decisions that are really about how you're going to feel moment to moment, long term, even short term, right? I'm talking about the stuff that's more heart-centered, that's more feeling-based, that is really about you putting yourself first. And as we do that more and more, then we notice as parents, as employees, as serving out in the world, that the questions that are more logistical, kind of mundane, we notice that those start to shift into yeses as well. And so at the end of the day, when we are anchoring in our truth, right, we feel powerful. When we're not anchoring ourselves in our truth, we feel powerless. And so as we're asking for where our yeses are, let's set our boundaries around where our truth is, where our yes is, leading us to feeling powerful. Because anything else will leave us feeling powerless. It will create energetic leaks, and we will continue to move away from boundaries that are clear. And that's when we start to feel overwhelmed. We shut down, we run away, we act out different behaviors that reflect what we're not listening to inside. And so can we move through life knowing that our insides are looking up at us like little children? And do they feel safe, heard, seen by how we're being, what we're doing, and what we're saying in the world? Can our insides see how we're being and settle? It's almost like our nervous system settles more because our insides are seeing how beautifully we're approaching life moment to moment, right? And then from there, we move into, do I feel a full body yes? If I feel a full body yes, it's a yes. If it's not, it's a no. And being that clear about it. When we align with our truth, we feel powerful. When we forget our truth, when we ignore our truth, when we're out of alignment with our truth, we feel powerless. And as we practice all of this, it moves around a little bit, but if we remember these pieces and we let them settle in their own time, but stay aware and present to them, our boundaries become clear and we accelerate. If our boundaries are not clear, sometimes we slow down. Our choices lead us to feeling in flow. And that's what our boundaries are ultimately about. Are we making choices that create flow? The more choices we make that create more flow, the more flow we find, the better we feel, and the more in sync with the present moment and who we really are and what has always been. Thank you for listening. Have a beautiful day. And here's to clear boundaries. Bye for now.